Good morning. This is John Idicott with Legendary Marketing, and today I'm going to be doing the first video in a new series that we're going to be putting out weekly. It's going to basically go over simple things you can do to increase the effectiveness of your marketing. Today we are going to be looking at email marketing and just some different things you can do to help increase your open rate, increase your click rate, and just email deliverability in general. So today, we are going to be looking at the Legendary Marketing email system. This is the platform we provide to everyone that uses our services. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new newsletter. And the first thing it's going to bring us to is this create newsletter window. This is the editor that you would choose from when building a email. So this one right here is if you're going to be actually coding the email by hand. 99% of the time, no one will have any need to go in here unless you actually work for Legendary. The other one is going to be our drag and drop email editor. This is where you can actually use our editor to just drag and drop and create an email. So we're going to go ahead and select this one, and it's going to ask us to give this message a name. We're going to just copy an email just to make this video pretty short. So we're going to copy this bootcamp email, which, by the way, is on January 23rd and 24th. If you haven't signed up to bootcamp or you've never been to a bootcamp before, I highly recommend attending this event. It's just golfmarketingbootcamp.com. So we're just going to copy this right here. And we're going to go back into our system, and we're going to give this message a name. This is going to be the subject line of the email, so we're just going to paste that in there. If you wanted to do something like personalize this email, so like for instance, if you wanted it to be, what this would do is it would actually insert the receiver's first name into the email. So it would be John, come to boot camp. You can also put in their last name. You can put their email address in here. Any custom field can be inserted into the subject line of this. So if you had different selects, you can go ahead and insert it into the subject line or customize it however you want. But we're just going to use this for now. We're going to go ahead and hit next step on this. And it's going to bring us into our template selection tool. We have hundreds of templates for you to pick from in here. And from video ones to different holidays and stuff. So for instance, if I was to go pick a holiday, right now we have Valentine's Day in here, we have spring sale, we have Super Bowl ones, we have Easter, more Valentine's Day, so St. Patrick's Day. All these templates are 100% responsive, meaning they will look perfect on a desktop, a tablet, or a mobile device. But for our email, we're going to go ahead and start from scratch. This brings us to a blank slate. So right here you can see all the different templates we have. We're just going to use something that's pretty common. It's just going to be a single one-column email. So we're going to go ahead and hit Use Template, and it's going to load up the drag and drop editor. First thing we need to do on this is we need to give this email a header image. So we're going to go ahead and click Choose Image. We're going to load up My Images. And since this is about bootcamp, we're just going to go ahead and use this image that we have right in here. If I wanted to upload an image from my computer, I can go ahead and click that button if the image wasn't loaded up here, and we can insert that into the email. So I'm going to click Use This Image, and it goes ahead and it loaded it into the email. As you can see on the right over here, this automatically put this image on this mobile device. This is your mobile preview. This ensures that your email will look correct on a mobile device and on a desktop. So pretty much this is what someone will see if they're looking at it on a mobile device. We also give the ability to have a landscape preview. So if someone reads their emails like this, you can see that the email will look proper no matter how they hold it, which is very cool. Over 50% of emails in 2016 were opened on a mobile device, so it's very important that you have mobile-friendly emails being sent out. So since we have our header image put in here, the next thing I normally recommend doing is adding some type of social sharing to the email. In our system, we have this social sharing block. Everything on this editor is drag and drop. So if you wanted to put something into the email to allow people to share this on social networks, it's very simple. You just take this and drag it into the email, and it's as simple as that. It gives them the ability to like the email, tweet the email, pin it on Pinterest, add it to Google+, share it on LinkedIn, and forward the email. If you don't want some of these options, of course, we have other options in here. So just Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. So if you wanted to switch it to that, you just delete it up here and drag and drop just like that, and it automatically updates the email for you. As you can see, it also updates it over here on the mobile device, and it still looks 100% perfect. So the next thing we need to do is we need to give this email some content. So I am copying this email, and just for quicker purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And I'm just going to copy this and get that pasted in there. So what I've done is I've just copied this email in a notepad and pasted it back into the system. So we need to format this a little bit. So I didn't copy the whole thing. There we go. Okay. So, and I pasted it twice. Sorry about that. So to format this email, it's pretty simple. This, we probably are going to want it to be centered since it's the headline of the email. So we're going to center that, make it bold. And if we wanted to make, of course, we want everything to be the same font family. So we're going to pick Georgia in that. Let's increase the size of this a little more. So we got that there. Sign up now. We'll go ahead and center this. We need to go to Bootcamp, get the URL, Growth Marketing Bootcamp. Link that up. We have additional bonuses if you're coming to Bootcamp right now. So we're going to go ahead and just bold this. Make those bullets. And we're going to make these following items bullet points as well. And I don't want to spend too much time on editing the email. And since this isn't going out, I'm just going to leave it at that. So as you can see, actually formatting the email and getting it to look pretty good was something that was very easy to do. Another thing that the system allows you to do, if you didn't like a change that you made, you can always go back. So let's say I pasted that text in there and I decided I didn't like it. I can go back to the way it was before. And then if I decide, you know what, it did look better the way I did it, I can click back into that and the email is still there. So it keeps in history of every edit that you make on the platform. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and save this as a draft. And let's go ahead and it's saved. So the next thing we would look at is our inbox preview. Basically what this does is we use a service that allows us to run the email against a whole different variety of email account platforms such as AOL, Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook. We also have desktop clients such as Outlook, Outlook 2007, Outlook 2010, and so on. We also have the ability to run it against mobile devices such as the iPad and an Android device, an iPhone 4 and an iPhone 5. Basically what we do is we take that email that we created and we send it to a service that starts to display all the different ways the email is going to look on that particular device. And of course, it can take a little bit of time for that to start to render. So as you can see, the Android device is starting to render already. So if you click on that, you can see exactly how the email is going to look on an Android device. And it's basically just good practice to look at all the different ones and make sure that your email is going to function properly on all the different types of email platforms that are out there. And this is looking pretty good, so I'm not too worried about it. We're going to go ahead and just let that run in the background for a little bit, and we'll go ahead and go to the next step here. The next thing it's going to do is it's going to ask you to choose the list that you want it to go to. So we're just going to go ahead and select this, and we're not going to actually send the email, but we're going to just go through the entire process. So right now it's saying I'm going to send this to 64,693 people. I'm going to go ahead and hit next step. And of course, it's going to tell me, hey, this inbox preview wasn't fully reviewed. Basically, what it's saying is, hey, this message wasn't fully reviewed on your end. You might want to wait for this to fully generate before you send this, just to make sure. Of course, if you don't want to preview the email, the system will still allow you to send it. One of the coolest features we have here at Legendary is the ability to do something called perfect timing. Basically what that is send time optimization. So if you were to send this email out normally without perfect timing, basically what would happen is if I hit send, this would send to 64,693 people all at once. With perfect timing, what it does is it looks at the user's email habits. So for instance, I normally open all of my emails when I first get to work at 8 o'clock in the morning here. So my perfect timing score with that would mean I should be having my email sent to me as close to 8 o'clock in the morning as possible, meaning the email will be at the top of my inbox. Ashley, on the other hand, might open her emails at 11 o'clock. So that means she should receive her email at 11 o'clock to make sure that the email is at the top of the inbox. So basically what it does is it looks at when people are most likely to open their emails, and it delivers it to them at that point in time. So it's always at the top of their inbox. But it goes one step further. If you have a lot of interaction between your emails, so for instance, I might open all of my emails at 8 o'clock in the morning, but later in the afternoon, I might actually go back and click on links and be active in the email. So if it sees, hey, John opens all of his emails at 8 o'clock in the morning, but then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, he goes back and he starts engaging with the email, such as clicking on links and sharing it on social media and stuff like that, it'll actually go ahead and deliver the email to me at 1 o'clock instead of 8 to make sure that that email is at the top of the inbox when I go and I'm actually engaged with the emails. So if you were to click that, that's basically going to make it so each one of these 64,693 people receive the message at the time they're most likely to open and engage the email. If I was to click send on this, it would send the email out and it would just start the actual send process. Other than that, that's how we would do email marketing here at Legendary Marketing. If you have any questions about our email system or any of the services we provide, please feel free to give me a call at 1-800-827-1663 extension 200 or email me at johne@legendarymarketing.com. And once again, if you haven't been to a boot camp, or even if you have been to a boot camp, I highly suggest signing up for our boot camp in January. Right here, just go to golfmarketingbootcamp.com. And you can go ahead and sign up for a ticket right now before the price increases to $997. Right now we have an early bird special going on. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to next week for the next video.